imPod, the improv podcast, with Joshua and Koby, an imPunk production.
Hello and welcome to the imPod by imPunk. My name's Koby.
My name's Josh.
And we are imPod. We do
No, Koby, you got this all wrong. Start over. Start all over again.
Hello and welcome to the imPod by imPunk. My name's Koby.
My name's Josh.
And we are imPunk. We do imPods.
Correct. I probably shouldn't hold that. Correct.
Now, Joshua, what exactly is an imPod?
Well, an imPod is an improv podcast. Sometimes we do short form, sometimes we do long form. Usually we just switch it off depending on the week.
And who is imPunk?
We are imPunk. What do you mean?
And who are we?
We already introduced ourselves.
Who are we exactly? What are we? Joshua, what are we?
We're people.
These boys, they just don't get it. All right, well...
I don't know what you're fishing for. I don't know what you're fishing for.
I'm just saying, whenever I ask, what are we? You just kind of deflect the question.
I'm, whatever you want us to be.
Well, I want to know what you want us to be.
Well, I mean, I just figure, I think we have a good thing going, and I don't want to disrupt that. So I just figure,
With what? Like a greater level of commitment?
Well, I'm just saying, we got a good thing going, and I wouldn't want to put a label on it. I don't want to put I don't believe in labels, Koby. So I don't want to put a label on what we are.
Well, what if we didn't put a label on it? We just agreed to be.
That sounds like a label to me, man. I just want to be a free spirit.
It's not a label. It's an agreement.
Well, I just want to be a free spirit, Koby. I don't know what else to tell you.
It sounds a lot like my engagement.
Who was the Koby in that situation then?
My fiance was the Koby.
Right. Yeah.
I don't actually know how that works out logically speaking.
No, I get it. So your fiance's the better improviser.
Yes.
And the better looking.
Wait a minute, Joshua. No, you're the Koby. All right, I think
Koby. Anyway, what are we doing, Koby?
Oh, thank you for stopping me. I was going to say helicopter. So we're going to be doing, to start off, we're going to be doing some short form improv games.
And to start off, we mean for this whole episode.
Now, Joshua, we're going to be doing that, but what should the listener be doing?
Listening. Driving.
They should be liking and subscribing.
Oh, that, yeah.
And commenting.
Drinking.
Yes, but not while driving. Unless the type of driving you're doing is golf, because golf is so boring you have to be drinking for it to be fun.
Have you seen that video from like the 80s or something, or the 70s when they first made drinking and driving illegal?
Yeah.
And it's all these people that are like,
it's anti-American.
Pretty soon it's going to be communist China.
And they were right. Look at what the liberals have done. It started with drinking and driving.
If only I could drink and drive, my life would be better. And so would yours.
You don't even drink.
Or drive.
That's right. You just sort of...
I'm just here.
You just sort of show up places. It doesn't make sense.
You open up your little trap door that leads to the attic, and you unlock the padlock, and then you open it, and you say, all right, time to do an imPod. And I say, okay. And I come out of the crawl space.
Well, that's true, and it is also now canon, yes.
I said attic and crawl space, so I'll let the listener decide which one is true. Now, Koby, what's our first game going to be today?
Well, that is a very good question. I didn't write those down when we were talking about them earlier.
Hey, I didn't write that down either, but I do know the first one was infomercial.
Oh, that sounds great. Now, to play infomercial, we need to come up with a product, a fake, kind of useless, dumb, unnecessary product like you'd see on a TV infomercial back in when we were young. I don't know, the 2000s.
Those were never useless, Koby. Those were always had a purpose, and they were amazing. Are you pulling a Josh? Is that what you're doing right now? You're pulling a Josh right now? You're going to fuck up the audio quality of this podcast?
I wish I was pulling a Josh, because if I was pulling a real Josh, you'd hear it in the headphones and I wouldn't, but I'm the only one who wears them, because I'm the responsible one of this podcast.
One of these days, Koby, I'm going to shit on your microphone.
What's that you were saying before we started rolling about shoving a microphone up your ass and seeing if it would fit?
Well, yeah, I know. It'll be your microphone.
The microphone that you're shitting at. The thing that you're shitting out is the microphone.
Right.
This is unnecessary and gross.
Well, you can always cut it.
All right,
later.
so the way that infomercial works is that we come up with a useless product, a thing that that no one could ever possibly need. and we do an infomercial complete with testimonials from celebrities and examples of how the product works, and we try to get you to buy it. This is how we sell out. So, Joshua, do you have any ideas for just useless products or useless inventions, maybe?
I'm going to generate an adjective. How about we go with something unique, something that doesn't already exist, you know, Koby?
Like what?
Something that nobody would ever want. Like elastic exercise bands.
Those are real.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, people really use elastic exercise bands.
I watch all kinds of funny videos online of people like stepping on them and they lose their footing.
Smack back up in the face. Yeah.
It splits them in half, Koby, every time.
It's good shit. I love it.
All right, Koby, so do you have a product idea for us? I didn't think this through beforehand.
You see, the thing is, I was introducing the game, and
and I was supposed to...
Yeah.
I was supposed to figure out the product idea while you were introducing the game.
Let's say 2 words of items.
Okay.
And then combine them into the product.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
On the count of 3...
We're both going to say a word.
We're both going to say a word.
On 3.
Yes.
Like when you say the word 3.
No, we're
the
going
next beat.
1. Yeah, it's rock paper scissors rules. So it's 1, 2, 3, then thing.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Hot
dress.
dog. That's right, a hot dog dress. All right. So we're gonna do an infomercial about the hot dog dress.
Well, hello and thank you for joining us.
Hello.
We're terribly sorry to interrupt this video of the first moon landing.
But we have a product that is more significant in this period of history than the moon landing.
That is absolutely correct. This product, ladies and gentlemen, is not only going to change your life, but change history.
Exactly. It absolutely is. And you know what this product is, Samuel?
What, Johnson?
This product is a dress.
A dress?
A dress.
I thought we were living in the age where women had jobs. Why do we need a dress?
Well, the obvious answer to that is we need a dress because I like to look pretty on Tuesday evenings.
That's absolutely correct. But let me tell you what. My wife has hundreds of dresses. In fact, she has a real spending problem. We are in mountains of debt. But the thing about all of those dresses is no matter how good they look, I'm always hungry.
That's right, Samuel. You are always hungry. In fact, you're eating right now.
That's right. I am. Oh, nom, mustard.
Yup, just mustard. But you know what goes good with mustard? Please, first thing that comes to your mind. What goes good with mustard?
Ketchup?
Okay, yeah. And mustard ketchup together, when you put them together, what does that make you think of?
Relish.
Really?
Yes.
I relish that idea. Now, when you put mustard, ketchup, and relish together, what does that make you think of?
Sauerkraut.
You're starting to lose me here, Samuel, but if you put all of those ingredients together, what would you want to put them on?
Well, I guess it's not my wife.
But in this case, it is.
What?
What we would like to give you is a hot dog dress.
Oh.
Now, you may be thinking, a hot dog dress.
Well, I'd say that's hot stuff. What does it do for the buns? I'm sorry.
We talked about this, Samuel.
I know.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
We talked about this off the air. You were supposed to remember. You were supposed to.
I do.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I just want people to like me.
Well, anyway, so the hot dog dress is a fabulous new invention. Do you remember who the inventor of the hot dog dress is, Samuel?
Why, yes, I do. You've heard of Orville Redenbacher? Well, this is his bastard stepbrother, Norville Bredenlager.
That's right. Norville Bredenlager is the inventor of the hot dog dress. No, Samuel, I know what you're thinking. A hot dog dress?
The communists are coming?
No. What?
What?
I know what you're thinking. A hot dog dress. There can't be anything. It's just going to be so plain. Everybody, once you buy one, everybody's going to be wearing it. It's all going to look the same, right?
Why, I can't imagine a world where I walk down a busy street of New York City and I just see nothing but hot dog dresses.
And hot dog dresses that all look the same. Now that would be a problem, wouldn't it?
It absolutely would. How will I tell my wife from another woman?
And that's why we are also, as well as the hot dog dress, we're introducing the bratwurst dress.
Oh.
We're introducing the some other cylindrical form of meat dress.
Like a sausage?
Yeah, like a sausage dress. Heck, we'll even do a string cheese dress.
Just a tube of ground beef.
And a tube of ground beef dress. That's right. The tube of ground beef dress also will be included in these orders. That is 5 dresses for the price of 1.
Now, I can only imagine that this is going to cost a truly astronomical amount of money. Speaking of the moon landing.
You would think it would cost an astronomical amount of money, like $2. But in fact, it doesn't.
How much does it cost?
Well, if you take the current cost of a hot dog, which you can get at your corner store for how much again, Samuel?
$49.
And you divide that by how many hot dogs are in the dress.
80.
You get...
My goodness, look at that number on the screen.
It's like 1.8 something. That's right, $1.80 is how much the hot dog dress costs. Now, I know what you're thinking, Samuel. There's no way that for $1.80, that one could...
61.25.
No, divide.
Yeah, the
49 divided by
80.
Well, actually, we probably should have flipped that. 80 divided by 49.
Oh, okay, well,
anyway.
It's still a fantastic deal.
It's a great deal. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can I trust this product?
Well, we have some news for you. We have some of the biggest celebrities of all time here, and they are here ready to endorse it because they have been wearing it on the red carpet. Check out these red carpet interviews.
Hey, I've been smoking a lot. Hey, Jack Black, how do you feel about your hot dog dress?
Well, I just want to tell you that I am enjoying the tenacious dogs.
Okay. And you, Daniel Radcliff, but like a young Daniel Radcliff, how do you feel about the hot dog dress?
I'm just very happy to have it, and I'm young Daniel Radcliffe, so I'm very enjoying this. I'm definitely not an alcoholic yet.
That's fantastic to hear.
And I'll stop being an alcoholic later on. It's a very short time in my life.
That's great to hear.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh my God! Excuse me, Daniel. Is that Conan O'Brien wearing the hot dog dress?
Why, look at that. It's Conan O'Brien. Oh my gosh. Conan, can we get a word?
Oh, he's not going to give us a word. He's just walking right by.
You know, I'll tell you about this dress that I'm wearing, this hot dog dress. I've been on late night.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Conan. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry we got to cut you off, Conan. Back to you in the studio. Wow, wasn't that some amazing celebrity interviews?
That absolutely was. Now, for those of you who are wondering, was that really Conan O'Brien? Because you could hardly hear any of his Boston accent. All of us can hardly hear any of his Boston accent.
All right, now, Samuel, I know what people are thinking. How long is this product going to be stocked? How long are we going to have this for?
Well, that's the thing, is when you have an item this hot...
What? We ran out?
Oh my God.
How many did you make? What do you mean you made 70,000? What? Where'd they all go? We already ran out. Where'd they all go?
Johnson, I think...
Samuel, are you eating hot dogs right now?
I am. I'm eating hot dogs not just with me, but with my special friend, Scooby-Doo.
Samuel, we talked about this. You can't keep eating hot dogs. And there's a guy with a green shirt next to you. What are you doing? You can't just keep eating hot dogs like this, Samuel. We're gonna go bankrupt. We can't survive like this. We can't live like this. I spent my life savings on this, Samuel.
Call now.
We're ruined.
Well,
I remember all the infomercials being about like that.
yeah, and so for the record, That is a real product. You can buy it.
If you email us at impunkimprov
Yeah.
at gmail.com.
Yeah. All you have to do is go to that website link that's in the description. It's the sketchy one with all of the strange symbols that are not human.
I can't wait to get sued for this episode because somebody's going to be like, well, they said in the episode that I could buy it if I go to this website that has non-human characters.
Well, the thing is, it's not a website. It's part of Madam Web's web. It's a website.
No, we're not going back to that.
I still haven't seen it.
We do need to watch it. I keep hearing worse and worse things about it.
Well, you know what we should do?
We should watch that.
We should
and
have a
watch
Josh.
Dune. We should watch Dune too.
Oh my gosh.
And
yes.
then go to Madam Web.
2 great movies of equal quality.
Right next to each other.
That's absolutely right.
All right.
Joshua, what game are we playing now?
We're playing Playbook.
Playbook? Oh, goodness.
So here, I'll explain the game while you go get a playbook. I'm going to wait for you to make your... Yeah. And in this game, what's going to happen is Koby's only going to be able to read text from a book, it looks like, in this case. And I will be able to say whatever I want. Now, the way the scene's going to work is Koby's going to try to fill in... Koby's going to give me dialogue, and I have to make sense of it within the scene. It's going to make a lot more sense as we get going. Koby, can I get a prompt from you?
Why, yes, you can. So, we recently performed an improv show, a live improv show with an improv team we perform with.
Yes.
And it was set in space.
Yeah.
So, my pitch is that this is about 2 space miners. Like, they're guys that, like, go out into space and, like, mine things from, like, asteroids and stuff.
All right. I got it.
You do?
Yeah, I already know.
Okay.
I already know what's going on.
And the book that we're going to be reading from for Playbook today is The Raven and Other Poems by Edgar Allan Poe. This is a scholastic collection.
I can't imagine this working well. Let's do it. Well, gee, how are you doing today, John? I'm a miner.
But lo, a stir in the air.
Yeah, the air pressure in my suit's also kind of being a little weird. Don't you think it's a little weird that this mining company only hires children?
In slightly stinking the dull tide.
The dull tide what?
Down, down, that town shall settle hence.
No, listen, we're not supposed to talk about that yet. We're mining underneath this asteroid colony illegally. We're not supposed to be here.
Vastness, and age, and memories of eld.
Here you go bragging about how much older you are than me. Listen, I turned 13 just the other day, and look at you bragging about being 17, but still a minor.
Here, where a hero fell, a column falls.
What? A column's falling? No, please. Here. Whatever I said your name was earlier, you're going to have to go get help and get me out from under here.
A midnight vigil holds the swarthy bat.
No, we don't need a midnight vigil. I'm going to make it. I just need you to go get help. I'm not going to die.
Here, where on golden throne the monarch lolled.
What are you saying? Now is not the time for your socialist talk, all right? I don't need to know about my capitalist overlords. Just go get help.
Lit by the wan light of the horned moon.
Yeah, the moon is pretty nice tonight.
But stay! These walls, these ivy-clad arcades.
I mean, yeah, the walls aren't going anywhere. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Can you just go get me help?
All of the famed and colossal left by the corrosive hours to fate and me.
Yeah, I guess you have a point, but like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Not all, the echoes answer me. Not all.
Well, yeah, because you can't yell for help from where we're standing. You have to go somewhere and get it.
Banners yellow, glorious, golden, on its roof did float and flow.
Yeah, the flags up in that town, that colony that we're mining under, they really are nice, but that doesn't really help me at all.
And travelers now within that valley.
What, you see people? You see them over there? Here, help! 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 I'm stuck under this column that fell. Now listen, Jeffrey, I think I said your name was
Tis a
earlier.
Galanite.
You know that alien race doesn't like it when you call them Galanites.
The music of the spheres. Mimes in form of God on high.
Yes, the musical of the spheres is my favorite show at the space opera, but that's not what we're talking about.
A crawling shape intrude.
Oh, no, get it away from me. Get it off of me. I don't like it. I don't like the space spiders crawling on me. Please get them off of me.
And it's the hero. The conqueror worm.
It's the conqueror worm. Oh, God. It's going to kill us all.
Well, I have read Edgar Allan Poe many times.
And I think that is how he intended it to be interpreted.
I entirely...
I think if he were alive today, he would listen to this podcast, number one.
Well, first he'd post on social media some edgelord shit, but then he would listen to this podcast.
He would listen to this podcast and he'd go, wow, these guys really understood what I was going for when I wrote those poems.
And then he'd start drinking.
And then he'd start drinking.
Well,
how far do you think Edgar Allan Poe would get in modern day?
Is this a world where Edgar Allan Poe's work doesn't exist already? Like if the same guy and had like a similar enough life experience that he essentially is the same guy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Can you name a modern poet at all?
Sure, Poe was a poet, but I think to me what I know more and what I think more his pop culture influence is
The Birds.
Is what? He didn't write that.
Oh shit.
Is his stories like the
Castle
Murder on the
Amontillado.
Yeah, I think that was one of them. Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Maybe.
I feel like
Murder on the Rue Morgue and Fall of the House of Usher. The Raven is a really great poem that he.
Usher just did the Super Bowl.
Yes, we got to see Usher fall live.
I gotta see if Cask of Amontillado is Edgar Allan Poe. It is! Wow. I'm shocked I remembered that. I couldn't tell you what the Cask of Amontillado is about. I seem to vaguely remember it's like
Pit in
a
the
cask
Pendulum.
of alcohol like in a crypt or something, isn't it?
I don't recall offhand.
Okay, well, anyway.
Pit in the Pendulum, also great.
All right, regardless. Koby, what's the last game we're doing here today?
Well, that is a great question that you know the answer to.
Do I remember the last? Yes, I do. Because our last one for the day today is going to be dating game.
Dating game? What? That's the game where you go on a blind date with some quirky characters and you don't know who they are, so you step out of the room. Isn't that right, Joshua?
Yep, that's right.
Oh, God, a dog.
So, audience, we need to come up with some quirky characters, and we'll do it together, except I'll be doing it alone in this room. Let's see. The first character will be a board game piece from the board game Sorry. The second character will be a spider who was bit by a man to become Spider-Man. And the third character will be a monster hiding under someone's bed, but it's in the bed of a college student's dorm. So we have a piece from the board game Sorry, a spider who was bit by a man to turn into a Spider-Man, and a monster under the bed of a college student in their dorm. All right. Joshua, ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm glad everybody could be here today. I guess let's just go ahead and get this started. Let's just get it over with. Contestant number 1. If I were a car, what kind of car would I be?
Well, I bet you'd be one that slides a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Contestant number 2. If I was on a deserted island, what part of you would you let me eat first?
Where are my legs? I only have 2.
What an answer. Contestant number 3. If I ignored you for weeks and weeks on end, on a scale of 1 to 10, how mad would you be?
I feel like you've already done that. I used to be on your mind whenever you put your head on the pillow and stayed awake at night, but now I don't even know what you're doing. Sometimes you don't even come home. Sometimes you try to bring people over. It never goes well, but you keep trying, and it's like you don't even consider that I'm down here anymore.
All right. Contestant number 1.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Here, let me just push you back over there.
Ah!
Okay. Contestant number 1.
Man, I gotta go back.
Contestant number 1. If we were the last 2 people on the sinking Titanic, what kind of door would you want to float on with me?
Whatever one gets us home. Home.
Contestant number 2. If I were jumping up and down on a pogo stick, how many jumps do you think I could get before falling off?
I don't know. I used to be able to jump. That used to be kind of my thing, jumping me. But now I don't even know how I can do it with only 2 legs. Oh! Whoa! That was a long jump. Up, and away, Webb.
Contestant number 3. If I were a dartboard, what sector of the dartboard would you try to hit?
Lord knows you can't seem to hit anything straight. Every time you try to, it just shoots under here. It's like gross. Can you do better? Get to the bed first, at least.
Okay. Contestant number 1. If I were in a half pipe in a skate park, or if we were in a half pipe in a skate park, how many times do you think we'd go back and forth before we settled in the middle?
I really only want to go around once, and then I want to go up into my place,
Up into your place? Okay. Contestant number 2. If life were a carousel, how many caras do you think you could sell?
I don't know. What if I can't wrap things up anymore? What if I can't do that? Let me try it. Pull the thing out of my ass and I can still do it. I'm still me. What should I do with these powers? I guess the only thing I can do, I should eat crime.
Contestant number 3. What the fuck? Contestant number 3. If you were a carnival game, what kind of carnival game would you be?
Well, I guess I would be a game of whack-a-mole. Because I try to come out, and you just keep doing things to knock me back under. I used to be what scared you up there. You don't respect me at all. I am the thing that keeps you awake at night. I am what keeps you from dangling your head over the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you reach down? Reach down and let me pull you back under.
So contestant number 1.
Sorry.
Give me the voice. Yeah. Okay. Contestant number 1
Sorry.
is a guy that slides back and forth a lot easily.
Don't play with me. This isn't a game. It's my life. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know then. Contestant number 2 is Tigger, but he's missing his tail.
Nah.
It's Spider-Man, but he eats people.
Close. You're in the right direction. A spider who got bit by a man to become a Spider-Man, if you will.
Oh, I see. Contestant number 3 is the monster under the bed that is mad because you keep having sex and coming under the bed.
Kind of. The monster under the bed is the monster under the bed of a college student.
Yeah, it's the same thing, right?
College students don't have sex.
Oh, that's true.
At least I didn't.
All right, contestant number 1. What was the voice?
Sorry.
I guess it's a board game come to life. It's all the board games from the late 1950s come to life.
It's a sorry piece, a like game piece.
Okay.
Character.
Well, then why'd you bring life up?
What?
You brought up life.
When
The
did
game
I-
of life.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, well, you did.
I don't remember that.
You said, this is my life, man. This is my life. Sorry. And I went, oh, okay.
That was just a character thing.
All right, anyway. Well, Koby, it's about that time.
It's about the time.
It's about that time.
We played 3 games.
Well, yeah. What else are we going to do?
Oh, nothing. All right. It's about that time for the long form. Listen next week or maybe later in this episode. We'll see how it edits. Bye.
Bye.
This has been an imPunk production. Sound effects from freesound.org. Music from pixabay.com. More information and licenses in the episode notes. Thanks for listening. Tune in next time.